the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on that. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rocking, we dripping all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you're gonna learn something. Roll with me, you're gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Staying face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. Yeah. Ay. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting, she hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. The demon, the session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden. Playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions. That is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend. I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on that. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rocking, we dripping all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you're gonna learn something. Roll with me, you're gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's feeling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy.
What's going on, everyone?
Staying face cause we too ugly.
Keep on dropping your comments. I'm not seeing them pop up on my restream, so hopefully sometimes it glitches out a little bit. Just keep on dropping your comments. Might not show on the screen, but I'm seeing them. I have another screen open. Oh, technology. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know. It's all good. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect them. A press for 11, I gave them. All right, let's get started, everyone. 1,075. What's going on, Frank, Amy, Matthew, Meredith, Hero, Hero. Yeah. Gains. Yo. Gains. All right, so you can hear me. If you can hear me, all right, make sure you drop a comment that you can hear me. Again, you might not see your comments pop up on the screen, but I can see them. I can see you talking. I can see you. I see your face. Well, I see your digital face. All right, neither here nor there. Let's jump into it. Yabooshes, episode 1000. I'll hail these 6 fucking games. Yeah. about to make those sick fucking gains.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
The basson.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Hello, Puppet. Testing, 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 test, test, test. Testing, testing, testicles. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1075 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, ya beaches? What's going on, ya booshes? What is going on, everyone? What's going on, guy that's doing fucking weed whacking and shit outside my window? Of course, you know why he's out there? You know why he's weed whacking? You know why he's doing that shit? Oh, because the sun is up. And in Florida, everyone does lawn shit every fucking day. Every fucking day, people do shit with the grass because it doesn't stop. The grass is a fucking weed in Florida. It's always nice. It's always growing. And now, this time of year, it's sun's bright. It's starting to rain too. It's summer's coming. It's going to happen all the time. But I appreciate you. So those of you that are on Instagram, you're getting some whir in the background, but it's all good. It's all good. I used to be like, you know what? It's loud. I'm not going to do the podcast right now. Now I'm like, you're on my time, bro. You're on Daily Swole time. We're going to fucking crush this because it's time to crush this. So what up, beaches? What's up, beaches? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? Vince, what up? Holly Gilden Supply over on YouTube. Oh, just a reminder, everyone that's on, listen to the podcast, you can catch it live every day on YouTube. That's right. You can catch the podcast live on YouTube. I stream this to my second channel, Daily Swole Podcast. So if you like watching on YouTube and you follow me on YouTube, there's my main channel, Swolenormous, where I have the nuts on chin, driving while gaining, Swole Motion. I do the Ask Papa Swolio. My second channel, Daily Swole Podcast. That's where I do all the live streaming. Okay, so you can go and you can subscribe there and follow me there, and you'll see the same thing here. You'll get the quality audio, you get the video, and you can drop your comments and it'll pop up, and I love it. So we got a bunch of people over there on YouTube right now. What up? Let's see, Brian, Eric. Okay, so now the chat is popping up. We had some technical issues. Not on my end. I'm perfect. I never make mistakes. I never make mistakes. I never do anything wrong. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. But now I think the chat is catching up. So where can I find King Darius's music? You can find all that intro and outro music that I use all the time from King Darius on SoundCloud. On the cloud of sound. Is it cloud of sound? It's the sound where the cloud comes in. Lance Bush did Swolga hips last night and definitely feeling it today. Haha, gonna go for another round tonight. Good man. Good man. Let's see. We've got some more housekeeping stuff. Swolenormous X members. We have an elimination diet masterclass coming up Thursday at 12 noon. So make sure you respond to that event in the private Facebook group. And let's see what else we got going on. First time I catch you, but I listen to a lot on Overcast. Ooh, Overcast. I also put myself on Undercast and Sidecast and Gaincast too, because this is the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast. Don't forget. So I'm on all those apps. I'm on the Slaycast app. I'm on the Swolecast app. I'm on the Mancast app. Anyone that creates apps, I'm giving you all these ideas. These are just ideas. These are opportunities. These are opportunities for you. If you want to make $1 billion on an app, it's for you. It's all you. All for you. Let's see. Let's take a couple more comments before we get into today's episode. I want to talk about realistic expectations, genetics, and we'll take some questions too, but anything that comes up in the flow of today's episode. There's a couple things I want to, it's all positive. It's all positive today. It's all good things, but it's all about how you look at your day, right? You'll have a good day if you think you're having a good day. You're going to have the right mindset if you have the right mindset. You're going to be fucking amped up. You're going to be ready to crush the day if you're amped up and ready to crush the day. So perspective is everything. Perspective on your day, perspective on your training, perspective on your nutrition. That is the ticket. That's the key. That's the approach. When you have that, it makes it so much easier to stay on track. If you have the right mindset, there's never an off track. Even when things don't go right, you're still on track. So it's all your perspective. And we're going to talk a little bit about one specific concept with that. And of course, I'll take questions and comments and stuff as they pop up. Matthew Wesson on Facebook was listening to an older Swole the other day, and I heard a truck back up beeper and looked out the window, and then you were like, what the fuck? They're always working on something over here. Oh, nice. They always do. They always do. They've been bulldozing this golf course for months. For months. What's going on, Instagram? Drop a comment. Instagram always quiet. You guys are bums over here. Signing in, just watching me talk. You're just going to watch me talk. You're not going to participate. Not going to ask anything. Fine. Screw you, IG. I don't need you. Who needs you? What up, Twitch? What's going on, Twitch? Drop a comment there. You guys are so quiet. So quiet. Dad went to cardiac rehab and I went to the gym. We both got gains. Nice. Good. Glad to hear the recovery is going well. Mindset and perspective. I listen while I cook. All right. Are you all multitasking? I forgot it's like 3 p.m. So some of you, it's like noon West Coast. Some of you, it's like evening if you're in, it's middle of the night if you're in Australia. But if you're in like England, it's what is that, 5, 6, like 8, 9 o'clock? I listen while I work out. All right. Jeez. Now I feel like an asshole. Come on, why are you talking? It's like, bro, I'm fucking busy, man. I don't have time for when you want to go live. You want to go live at 3 p.m., then you're not going to get a lot of comments because I'm fucking doing my shit. I like that. All right, here we go. Listening at the gym, cleaning house while listening. I listen while I cook. All right. Okay. All right. You called me out. Ooh, how about that? Colts fan 1986. Just hit 60 pounds of weight loss. Nice. Super sweet. It's 3 p.m. where I am too. Nice. What's up, folks? At work? Earmuffs. Put your earmuffs on because I'm going to say some naughty fucking words, probably. Physics lesson while I'm listening. Good. All right, so everyone's multitasking. Very nice. Got to get Papa on the golf tip. No, thank you. I'd rather exercise. I go to Topgolf once in a while. That's enough. Hit a little ball. Cool. I'm over it. Mini golf is fun. Mini golf I can be down with. It's like if I have to move a lot, real tennis, no thank you. Table tennis, fuck yeah. It's like 3 steps to the left, 3 steps to the right. Mini golf, I can tap, I can hit in. If it's okay if you're drunk or you're tired or you don't have to you can do it in any capacity. No one's good at mini golf. You just hit it forward. That's fun. The driving range, I hit the ball. Oh, it sucks. Whatever. Top golf, you still win even when you lose. I'm not a big fan of getting a pat on the back. Those really short holes. Oh, even though you suck, you still got points. No, I didn't. I suck. I don't need to fluff my pillow. I think I played 1 game of golf in my life. I barely remember it. Some people fucking love that shit though, man. They love hit the ball, get in a cart, hit the ball, get in a cart, walk after it, go chase it, hit the ball, walk after it. It's like a lot of time. It's a long day. That's a long day with not much. I don't know. I guess it's because it's quiet and you're all the pesticides and all the, I don't know. What is it about? What's the fascination with golf? I use it as a recovery day. It's just a very lopsided thing in my opinion. Just twisting one direction really hard. I don't know. Mental. I think the golf thing is more for people just to be outside. And in most people's places or where most people live, like if you're in a city or you're in a crowded area, you don't see a lot of woods. So a golf course is usually the most land you'll see. So I understand that. Unless you're Billy Madison, then you're a fucking boss. Well, Shooter McGavin. We all know how that turned out. Happy Gilmore style. That's right. Lots of walking. Well, if you walk, right? Unless you have a cart. And most people are in the carts. I used to see fat people in the carts all the time. It was about the beer. That's the thing. People do everything for the beer. Every holiday is celebrated for the food. Every holiday has food around it. Why? Because it's just an excuse for people to eat shit. It's an excuse for instant gratification, right? That's what we talk about for the holidays and stuff. But it's not the holidays now. We don't have to rage about that. Easter's coming up. Easter's a fucking joke. All the chocolate. I see all these fake commercials. Hershey's or Kisses. It's like, we love it when you are happy. We're part of your heart. You mean your addiction? You're part of everyone's addiction. You're part of everyone. You're part of the obesity epidemic. Thank you. Thanks for helping our society out. Thanks for making billions of dollars off the backs of people that are actually dying from your products. Do you drink? I like whiskey. I don't have it all the time. What I like about whiskey is when you have it, you have a little bit. You have scotch. I have a few bottles over here. I got some Glenlivet, I have some Jack, and I have some Blue Label. I love it. I love it because first off, I like the flavor. I enjoy it. Most people when they drink, hold on, sorry, Instagram. I got a phone call. I had to cancel out. Most people when they drink to get drunk. Most people drink. They go out and they drink. Here's where the alcohol becomes a real problem. First off, if you have a sensitivity, if you have an issue with drinking alcohol, some people drink the wrong type of alcohol for their body. They don't react well with vodka or gin or tequila. I think everyone kind of has like their bound, but what do you mix vodka with? Something high sugar, orange juice or cranberry juice. You put fucking tons of sugar and soda and crap in it. If you have a little bit of scotch, okay, you're sipping that for a while and that's it. It's not going to do shit, especially if you're fucking super healthy and you train hard. It's not going to do anything. It's going to have zero impact. Zero fucking impact. Give me a break. For someone like myself, where that's like literally a grain of sand on the road, I'm not even going to feel that. It's not even a speed bump. If I drink a whole bottle and I'm doing it every night, that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. So if I have a little bit once in a while, that's not going to be a big deal. But what happens when people drink? Usually people use it as a social thing. So they go out and they drink to get drunk. They have several drinks. They mix those drinks. They have that with food and they just make tons of decisions. They're not sleeping well because they're out late. There are so many other components to drinking. It's not necessarily just the alcohol. A little bit of whiskey, what is that? 50, 100, even if it's like 100 calories or whatever, fine. I burn a shitload of calories every fucking day. When it comes to my reactions, I react wonderfully to it. I know what my body reacts well to. And then, if you think about what people normally do when they go drinking, what are they doing? They're out late. They're not hydrating properly. So they're not drinking water along with their drinks. They're not interspersing it. They're doing a lot of it. They're mixing with all the drinks. They're staying out late. They're eating garbage. And it's that mentality. People that are like in really great shape don't fucking binge drink all the fucking time. And it's more about what it leads to in addition to just the alcohol. Alcohol is 7 calories per gram, but where most people get fucked up, it's what you mix it with, it's how many you have, and it's what you also do along with it. And it's the mentality that you have going into it, which relays into the next day and the next day, and just your mindset of that being okay. So you're not really going 100% on any cylinder. So it's much more than just, oh, alcohol's bad. I mean, it's kind of like the dose and the context, big time. It's the dose and the context. So that's that. Do I drink coffee? No. Fuck yeah, I drink coffee. I drink coffee. What do you think I am? I think I'm a savage. Do I drink coffee? Are you out? Boy, you out your fucking mind? Midnight girl, not boy. Girl, you out your fucking mind? Do I drink coffee? Do I drink coffee? Best glute exercises. Well, there is no best, but there are good ones. Just start with your basic hip bridges. Do those isolation. The hip bridges, staggered hip bridges, single leg squats, single leg hip bridges. All of them are fantastic. There are a lot of good glute exercises. And how much so it does not affect my progress. I don't drink anywhere near. Look, that question there, Jen, that was the second part I didn't see. If so, what do you drink and how much so it does not affect your progress? That never even crosses my mind. Affecting my progress never crosses my mind. That's how little I drink or how infrequently. It doesn't even cross my mind. Is this going to affect my progress? Doesn't even cross my brain space. It's more like whether or not I want to drink whiskey. I'm like, no, I'm going to go to sleep soon, or no, I want to drink water. Or, oh, I'm going to go work out, or I want to get up early, or I'm going to go do, it's more about the situation. It's more about the situation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Papa. Instagram Live does sound a little different than Facebook Live. Of course, you're getting it through an iPhone 6S as opposed to a super professional microphone setup on Facebook Live. So Instagram can't stream through the same service. So Instagram is just straight through the phone. So it's always going to sound, it's just phone quality. If you want the pro audio, you go on the other sites and you go to the podcast where you get the best audio there. In my opinion, some people might like that audio better. I don't know. I don't know what you like. I don't give a fuck what you like. I'll do what I want. But you can absorb me however you like. You're welcome to it. Let's see what we got here. Glenmorangie or Wild Turkey 101 every once in a blue moon. Well, that's completely... What kind of night do you want to have? Jesus Christ, Wild Turkey. Do I want to drink rubbing alcohol? Or do I want to have like a nice single malt scotch? Those are two completely different nights right there. Wild Turkey 101. Yeesh. Yeesh. Yeah, I do it too. I drink neat. I either do it neat or I have one of those stainless steel whiskey balls if I want to chill it. I just don't like ice because I don't like watering it down. Cool. I mean, a lot of times if I go out on the porch and I want to have a little whiskey, I don't want it to be neat necessarily because it's hot as fuck. Yeah, gluttony's a big problem. Wine's not a bad thing, some red wine. Just make sure. Wine tends to give me a headache. The sulfites in wine tend to give me, you can get different kinds. Sometimes I'll have a couple sips or I'll have like one little glass and I'll feel fine. And sometimes I'll have it. So it's kind of hit or miss for me. It's kind of hit or miss. Well, this episode, we're going to get underway a little bit. I guess we're talking alcohol today. Why not get the fake ice cubes to freeze? Yeah. 210 pounds down. Good for you, man. How do I build my muscles? I need to fill the excess skin. Well, a lot of that skin might have to get removed. If you had that much massive weight, how do I build my muscles? Lifting weights, son. Keep doing what you're doing. You gotta start lifting. Have any thoughts on standing desk? Yeah. I'm actually sitting at my standing desk. I sit down for the podcast, but I stand up all the time, or I go really low and I do a deep squat. Yeah, this desk is amazing. I just don't want to stand during the podcast. I just don't want to be standing up and leaning and moving side to side. So I thought I would do a standing desk and I would stand during the podcast, but I'm standing all the time. It's not good. Look, it's not good to stand in one place all the time either. That's what most people think. Oh, I'll get a standing desk and I'll stand all the time. You don't want that. You want to change. You want to be standing, then you want to sit. Like you want to squat, you want to get up, you want to get down, you want to move around. It's about movement. It's not about one or the other. Standing is better than sitting in many cases, but there's nothing wrong with sitting. It's how much you're fucking sitting. So what I like to do is I'll sit down for the podcast, and right after, when I hang up the microphone and the headphones, and when I go to edit it, I stand up, hit the button, it comes back up, and I'm standing. And then I'm like, oh, I want to stiff, so I'll hit the down bottom and go all the way down to the bottom, and I'll get down and do a deep squat for a couple minutes, and then I'll come back up and standing again and stuff like that. So it's about changing. It's about the movement. Sure, you can do resistance bands. No doubt. So let's see. Today's episode 1075. Let's take this more towards the topic of today's episode, your genetics and reality. So this kind of relates to what we're actually discussing, so we can tie this all in. But when it comes to your approach for training, when it comes to your expectations of your outcome, because everyone has a goal, I would think. Most people have goals, whether it's a physical goal, whether it's a lofty goal, whether it's 5 pounds of weight loss, whether it's 100 pounds weight loss, whether it's to build muscle. You want your goals to be specific, but you want them to be realistic. And that reality, that realistic goal, is getting skewed with social media, what you think is possible, what you do, and that is oftentimes sparking. It's not matching up properly, if that makes sense. What you are putting into your training, what you are putting into your nutrition does not match up properly with your perceived goals, what you think can actually happen. And this is going to be a positive podcast, but it's going to be very easy to take this in a different way and get discouraged, but I don't want you to get discouraged. Here's my point. Not everyone is going to have six-pack abs. Not everyone is going to have big shoulders, no matter how hard they train them. Not everyone is going to have developed calves. Not everyone is going to have a nice developed butt. Not everyone, no matter how hard you train them, not everyone is going to have the same outcome. And that's the problem with the perception and the distribution of information and with training programs, that if you have 100 people that all do the same protocol, all do the same training program, follow the same guidelines, everyone's going to get slightly different results. You look at the end result, they're not going to look the same. You got James, you have Jane, you have Samantha, you have Peter. You're going to have different human beings that will look a different way. Everyone's starting from a different place. Everyone's got different genetics, predispositions, skills, talents. Everyone's got different time involvement. Everyone's got different everything. Everything's different. We're all unique. Okay. We're very similar in some ways, but we're also very different in many more ways. And to pursue something blindly that might not be your strength, that might not be a likely outcome, that might not be a realistic outcome, is only going to lead to disappointment. So it's similar to just smashing your head against a wall, just smashing, just banging your head against the wall and expecting a different result. Like, it's going to hurt. You're going to get a fucking headache. And if you're just blindly going towards trying to build as much muscle as possible or to have six-pack abs, if that's your goal, it's very easy to be disappointed. It's very easy to be disappointed. It's very easy to fall short, and it's very easy to get discouraged and fall off the entire journey 100%. Is this fucking piece of shit right outside my fucking window? I can't get much higher. I can't get much higher in the apartment. I can't get any higher in the building. That's so fucking loud. Jesus Christ. Fuck. There's not that much. There's like no grass out there too. I don't know what they're going after. I appreciate that. Well, that's in some cases that's possible, Holly. You can't always change your genetic expression and pass that on to your children. In some ways, if you're obese, that can cause problems. If you're obese when you conceive, that can pass on to your children. They're not necessarily destined for that, but they're more predisposed. So that's very, very new into research. So you can't talk like finalized about that kind of stuff. That's not like we don't know all the details about that. That's just kind of scratching the surface. But when it comes to, like, I mean, it's one thing to do exercise. It's one thing to eat healthy. It's one thing to pursue training and exercise. And you can make a lot of progress. See, this is what I didn't want to happen. I don't want everyone to listen to this and be like, well, shit, I'm just not destined to have abs, or I'm not destined to lose the amount of weight that I want just because it hasn't been working lately. Shit. He said that some people just have to kind of like throw in the towel. Fuck. And then it discourages you, and then you stop pursuing this and you stop trying to achieve your goals. I'm not trying to put a limit on anyone. However, unfortunately, some people are going to put all their effort, put all their energy, put all their focus on a result that they will never have, if that makes sense. And I want you to be realistic with your time availability. I want you to be realistic with the outcome from that availability. A lot of you have 1, 2 jobs, you have kids, you're not getting all the sleep that you could possibly get. You're restricted in your ability to pursue this as a full-time thing. And when you look at someone that's on Instagram that literally can have any schedule that they want, or they can lift in any manner that they want, or you look at a body of someone who that's their job and that's all they do is lift and train and eat to look a certain way, and then you try to aspire to that, it's like, well, are you going to make that your life? If you don't have the time and your business, you're not a fitness model, then all your energy is not about looking a certain way. You're taking care of your kids, driving them to school. You're going to your job. You're rushing home. You're trying to find, and then you're looking at that. I want that body. Do you see how that doesn't work out at all? That's why people get burned out. That's why people get stuck. That's why people get discouraged. And this is like a double-edged sword, because on one hand, fucking train as hard as you can, as consistent as you can, be as dedicated as you can. The sky's the limit. What I'm also saying is I don't know where that limit is for you, because I'm talking to thousands of people. I don't know where you are in your journey. I don't know what you're doing. And that's why it's a journey. That's why it's a pursuit. And you're always trying to do better, because we can all do better. I can do better. You can do better wherever you are. I don't care if you got kids. I don't care if you got 5 jobs or 1 job, or you have an hour to work out every week or 6 hours. You can do better. You can plan it better. You can tweak it better. You can get more out of it. You can squeeze the lemon more. I just don't know how much more juice there is in your lemon. I'm putting it out there so you can self-assess, so you can take a look at what you're trying to accomplish. Because if you're trying to reach that goal that you can never get, sometimes people are very, very, very inspired by that carrot. So if you dangle that in front of you and you can never achieve it, like you keep on setting a new goal, you say, I can't quite get it. Some people are so fucking driven that will satisfy them for their whole life. Other people will try to get that carrot for a little bit and then be like, fuck that, I can't reach it. And then they just fall off completely. Well, I don't care what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're still 50 pounds overweight. It doesn't matter if you have abs. It doesn't matter if you're 6'5" or you're 5'5". If you're not exercising and eating well and taking care of your body, mind, and body, you're going to have health issues. So aside from just how you look and how society is viewing people today, the superficial aspects of things, I mean, there's health aspects. So whether or not we're going to promote obesity or not, or fat acceptance, I mean, we know that those things lead towards disease. So this is not even a social standard. This is just a health standard. You know, we look at those things. It's about you taking care of yourself fundamentally. It's about taking care of your health fundamentally. And the pursuit of looking a certain way can get you so discouraged that you end up giving up on the health aspects too. That's why my approach with this podcast and all the content starts with the health being the most important thing. Eliminating all these bad foods, right? Starting off with meditation and yoga and proper stabilization, correcting your postural fuck-ups that you've been damaging your body with for decades. You fix that shit, and then once you have that foundation, you're going to be set for life. You just have to perpetuate that along with your other goals, right? Of losing more weight, of fitting into that dress, of looking good in a bathing suit, in your eyes, whatever you want, right? But it has to be reversed. Everyone chases the weight loss to look a certain way. Everyone chases, I want to look better, I want to have abs. You chase the superficial. That's not going to get you the health. That gets you the shortcuts. When you chase the superficial shit, you start doing these quick cleanses. You start drinking down fucking slimming fit teas, and you start shocking your abs with those shitty belts. You start doing these crash diets. You start doing extremes to get to that result. And then you break because you overtrain, you get poor nutrition, you burn yourself out because you don't have, look, there's no balls to that. And this is not a male-female thing, but there's no sack, there's no soul, right? It's got no substance. It's got no substance if you go after the superficial. There's nothing there. What happens when you don't reach that superficial goal? There's nothing there. There's no foundation. So you fucking crash. You burn, and then you get discouraged and you give up. If you see your health and your fitness as part of your life, it's not something separate. It's one big system, and you approach your training and your nutrition to be healthier, to be a healthier person, to feel better, to take care of your pain, your ailments, and you rebalance your body. And then you pursue those other loftier goals, those higher level goals. Okay, now I want to trim down. Now I'd love to have abs, and now I want more shape in my deltoids, and right, I want to work on my forearm size or my calves. Then you already have that foundation. Even in the pursuit of those things, you're already doing the health stuff. You're already dealing with the mental aspects. You're doing your yoga, your meditation, you're balanced. You have that foundation. So it's almost like, okay, if you never get 6-pack abs, but that's what you're trying to, that's your goal, that's your carrot. Then when you fall back, let's say it doesn't happen. Being honest, let's say it doesn't happen. And then you fall back on what? You're already eating healthy. You're already taking care of your mind and your body. You're already pursuing those things because that's how you started. That's your foundation. You're not losing anything. You're not losing anything, right? You have that foundation. If you just chase the superficial shit, there's nothing supporting it. And then when you don't get those abs, you don't get the shape, you don't get that, in part, you're not getting it because you don't have that substance, but there's nothing to fall back on, just discouragement and depression and feeling like you're a fucking failure. And unfortunately, that's where most people end up. They go on, they fall off the wagon, they fall off the routine, they fall off the discipline. It didn't happen to me. Oh, I've tried everything. No, you haven't. You've tried all the bullshit in the wrong approach with the wrong direction. You're trying to get something the wrong way. It's like if I told you, if it could be a guarantee, if I told you, all right, you're going to try these quick fixes, but they're not going to work. Each one will last like a couple months. They're not going to work though. Or you go this direction, it's going to take you maybe longer. It's going to take more work and more effort and more, attention to build this, but you're let's say if I could, what if I could guarantee it? I don't think anyone, okay, you might get the superficial aspect, but you still be unhealthy. Or you go the longer path and you're pretty much guaranteed at least health. And I think most people would take the longer path, or when you put it out like that, oh shit, that's a better approach. It might take me a little bit longer, but you're going to be a healthier person. You're more likely to stick to, what happens when you get abs? Think about it. What happens when you actually get abs? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Take a gym selfie with a couple squares on your stomach? Oh shit, I got abs now. What's that going to do for you? How does that make you a more disciplined person? How does that make you a healthier person? It doesn't. These fitness models and people that promote all this fucking macro bullshit, they're eating junk food and they're binging and they're doing 10,000 calorie a day, just eat the fucking world and make myself sick for YouTube views and shit like that. Right? What are these? What are you going to get? What are you going to get from that? Not going to get anything from it. There's no value after you get abs. It's like, great, you look that. So how are you going to maintain that? If you did shortcuts to get there, you can't maintain that. People that do crash diets, they do fucking short-term sprints to look a certain way. It's not good. You can't maintain it. You can't keep that going. You can't maintain a crash. What is a crash diet? It's a crash. Let's just use that term because we've all heard that. Let's use that crash diet term. Crash, it's a short term. Boom. It's 6-week shred, 6-week challenge. Good for you with your 6-week bullshit squat challenge or 30-day challenge. The first day, we're going to do 10 squats. The second day, we do 15 squats. The third day, we do 20 squats. Ooh, follow my page, tag a friend. Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay, day 30, you end up doing 100 squats, bodyweight squats in a day. Great. What the fuck does that do? It doesn't do anything. Doesn't teach you jack shit. It doesn't even activate the glutes properly. It doesn't, there's so many things wrong with it, more psychologically than physically. Fine. You sit down and stand back up. But those are things that might get you might lose 5 pounds. Wow, I lost 5 pounds. What now? People stop. The challenge ends, or you go do something else and you didn't learn anything. You didn't learn how to eat. You didn't learn how to approach your schedule. That's just one shitty example. Anything. There's anything, any example. Any example of a short-term fix, any example of a short-term action with a short-term result. A crash is boom, explosion, it's over. But what happens after that crash? You can't maintain these you could drink fit tea the rest of your life? No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It doesn't even work, period, let alone work long term. So your approach, your mental approach, and of course the content that you follow, the programming that you follow, but your fundamental approach and your mindset, you need to work on your strengths. Not everyone is destined to have a fitness model body. Maybe that's based on genetics from when you were born. Maybe that's based on the 30 or 40 years where you were unhealthy and you're trying to fix the damage and improve your longevity. Okay, if you've been unhealthy for 40 or 50 years, and you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, and you're just starting fitness for the first time, you can be amazingly healthy. You can turn your whole fitness and health around. Are you going to have six-pack abs ever? I don't know. I'm not going to say no because some people do, but it might not be in the cards for you after 30 or 40 years of your body just being a fucking pit of despair and just eating anything and not exercising. Like, who am I to say what your potential is? It depends on the effort you put in, but also, who knows? Maybe the damage has been done to the point where you're going to have that layer of body fat around your stomach because of the chronic elevated stress hormones. It might take 10 years for your body to reabsorb and to balance. I don't know. I don't know all those details. I don't know your specific situation, but it's something to think about, and not to discourage you, but to quite the opposite. If you use it, it's all about your perspective. You can use that as like, oh my God, I'm never going to get my results. That's not true. What I'm saying is that going to make or break you? Or clarify that. That's not going to make or break who you are as a person if you have the proper foundation. That's going to be a goal that you can strive for. That's going to be a goal that you can work hard for, but it's not going to be the be all end all of your fitness journey. And it can't be, because if it is, then you're going to have some problems when you don't reach it. And that's the biggest issue, is when people don't reach their goal, they are not approaching their fitness from the right perspective, from the right direction. And then fundamentally they crash, burn, fall off, and then everything goes to shit. And that's not acceptable. Can't let everything go to hell. You got to be doing it for the right reasons. So that being said, go get your fucking pump on. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for being here. Sorry for any of the noise, background noise, connection issues. Sometimes it's weird. I got phone calls coming. What the fuck is going on? I got all sorts of, it's blowing up over here. It's like a circus. Anyway, it's time for Daddy to get his pump on. It's time for me to go do some more stuff with Swole X. Remember, Swole X members, Elimination Diet Masterclass, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Check it out. The event's posted in the private Facebook group. We'll be here again tomorrow, of course, for episode 1076. And you can find out more details on checking out links for the podcast, the blog, where you can check out training content, workouts, and nutrition content. And there's some more stuff coming from that, so that's exciting. But you can check out all the details, memberships, all that stuff at swolenormousx.com. And of course on Instagram and everywhere at Swolenormous. Follow me, hit me up, DM me if you have any questions. Love to help you out if I can. I get a lot of messages, so I appreciate your patience with the response time. But we're just getting started, fam. We're just getting started. Go get your pump on. Go make it happen and do it for the right reasons. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.